Imagine waking up every day with a challenge that most would say is impossible to overcome. Imagine facing something that others tell you can never be done. But you know deep down that no matter the odds, there's always a way forward. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. Today I want to talk to you about something incredibly important: perseverance. The power of not giving up when everything seems to be falling apart. You've likely felt the weight of struggles, the pressure of expectations, and the fear of failure. But I'm here to tell you, you are stronger than you think. You can rise above any challenge, and I'm about to show you why. Life's toughest moments often hold the greatest opportunities for growth, though it can be difficult to see them in the moment. When we encounter challenges, it's natural to feel overwhelmed or defeated, but it's important to realize that these moments, as hard as they may seem, can shape us into who we're meant to be. Instead of viewing difficulties as barriers, we can start to see them as opportunities to evolve, learn, and emerge stronger than before. The obstacles we face, no matter how insurmountable they may seem, can become the foundation upon which we build our success. Challenges have a way of revealing strengths we didn't even know we had. Think about the times in your life when you faced something that seemed too difficult to overcome, yet somehow you found a way through it. Maybe it was a personal loss, a difficult decision, or a seemingly impossible goal. In those moments, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your circumstances will define your future. But what if instead of surrendering to the pressure, you leaned into the discomfort and decided to push through? What if you embraced the challenge as an invitation to grow rather than as an obstacle to your success? This mindset shift can be transformative. When we embrace challenges, we open ourselves up to growth. For example, every time we encounter a new difficulty, we are faced with a choice: to remain stuck in the fear of failure or to use that challenge to learn something new about ourselves. Through these experiences, we begin to develop resilience, patience, and perseverance, qualities that will serve us not only in that moment, but in every moment that follows. We often hear that success is a result of hard work, talent, timing, but what's often overlooked is the role that challenges play in the equation. Success isn't about avoiding difficulties, it's about how we respond to them. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are by avoiding struggle. They faced challenges head on, knowing that each obstacle was an opportunity to develop new skills, learn from their mistakes, and become more resourceful. Challenges also help us build character. It's easy to be confident and composed when everything is going smoothly, but true character is revealed when we're under pressure. How we handle adversity speaks volumes about who we are and what we stand for. When we respond to challenges with determination, we prove to ourselves and others that we're capable of far more than we initially believed. The key to thriving in the face of challenges is not to fight against them, but to lean into them with the understanding that they are opportunities for growth. Every setback, every difficult moment carries the potential to shape our lives in ways that success alone cannot. We can choose to see challenges as obstacles or as valuable stepping stones on the path to something greater. So the next time you face a challenge, don't shy away from it. Embrace it with open arms. View it not as something to fear, but as something that will ultimately help you discover new strengths within yourself and unlock possibilities that you never thought possible. Perseverance is the heartbeat of success. It's easy to celebrate when things go right, when everything falls into place and the world seems to be smiling at us. But the true measure of success isn't found in these moments of ease, it's found in how we respond when things go wrong. Life will inevitably throw obstacles our way, and it's during these moments of difficulty that our true character is tested. The power of perseverance lies not in the ability to avoid challenges, but in the courage to face them head on time and time again, regardless of how many times we fall. In life, it's not about how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you stand back up. Every time you face adversity, you're given the opportunity to rebuild yourself, to become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. Perseverance means not letting failure define you. It means accepting that failure is not the end, but merely a part of the process. It's about learning, adapting, and pushing forward even when the path ahead seems unclear. Think about some of the most successful people you know, or the people you admire the most. Behind their accomplishments lies a story of persistence. They didn't arrive at their success by avoiding hardship. No, they encountered setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt just like everyone else. But what set them apart was their refusal to give up, their willingness to keep going even when it seemed like the odds were stacked against them. This is the essence of perseverance. The beauty of perseverance is that it is a skill that anyone can cultivate. It's not a trait reserved for the chosen few. It's available to all of us, no matter our background, our resources, or our circumstances. Perseverance is about mindset. It's about choosing to keep going when giving up would be the easier choice. It's about waking up every day with the determination that no matter what happens, you won't quit. The road to success isn't paved with ease. It's built on the foundation of persistence. Each small step forward, each day you continue despite the setbacks, brings you closer to where you want to be. The world doesn't owe us anything, but it rewards those who refuse to quit. Perseverance isn't just about grit, it's about resilience, the ability to bounce back after failure, to adapt when things don't go as planned, and to keep striving toward your goals. It's a powerful force that, when applied consistently, can transform the most difficult of situations into success stories. The key to success is not avoiding the struggles, but embracing them and using them to fuel your determination to keep going. Perseverance also teaches us humility. It shows us that success doesn't come overnight, that the road is long and often winding. But it also teaches us that persistence over time will pay off. Even if the results don't come immediately, every moment of effort counts. Every challenge faced, every setback endured, every moment of doubt overcome to the foundation of a stronger, more resilient person. In the end, perseverance is what allows us to keep going, even when we can't yet see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's what helps us push past the limits we once thought we had. So when you face challenges, remember it's not how many times you fall that matters, but how many times you rise again. Your potential is not defined by the circumstances you're born into, the challenges you face, or the limitations others may place on you. The truth is, your potential is limitless, and once you understand this, you begin to break free from the constraints that might otherwise hold you back. So often in life, we limit ourselves based on external factors or perceived boundaries. We think, I can't do that because I don't have the resources, or I'm not capable because I don't have the skills. But the reality is that these limitations are only as real as you allow them to be. When you change your mindset, when you stop believing in limitations, you unlock a world of possibilities that you never thought possible. The most successful individuals in history didn't achieve greatness because they had it easy or because they were handed opportunities. They achieved greatness because they saw beyond the limitations that others saw. They refused to let circumstances define them. They understood their mindset, their vision, and their drive could propel them to achieve things that seemed impossible. They saw opportunities where others saw obstacles and realized that with enough perseverance and focus, they could make those opportunities a reality. When you begin to see your potential as unlimited, the world around you begins to shift. Instead of seeing setbacks as reasons to quit, you start seeing them as part of the journey. Instead of thinking, I can't, you begin to think, how can I? And in that shift, you start to unlock solutions and possibilities that you never even considered before. The truth is, there's so much more available to us than we realize when we open our minds and hearts to the endless opportunities around us. The key to tapping into your limitless potential lies in how you perceive yourself and your abilities. If you continue to see yourself through a lens of limitations, then that's exactly what you'll experience. But when you choose to see yourself as capable of achieving anything, when you refuse to accept self-imposed boundaries, you begin to unlock your true power. This shift in perspective doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, one that requires patience and persistence. But once you start viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles, everything changes. Think about all the things that you once thought were impossible, yet today they are a part of your life. Perhaps you've overcome fears, learned new skills, or accomplished something you never thought you could do. These moments serve as reminders that we are capable of far more than we realize. Each time you challenge yourself to go beyond your perceived limits, you take another step toward unlocking your full potential. You may not be able to control the external circumstances in your life, but you have complete control over how you approach them. The moment you choose to stop accepting limits is the moment you begin to live fully. Your potential isn't bound by anything other than the limitations you place on yourself. So stop thinking in terms of limits and start thinking in terms of possibilities. The more you embrace this mindset, the more you'll realize that you are capable of far more than you ever dreamed. Self-belief is the foundation of everything we achieve in life. It's the invisible force that propels us forward, even when the world around us may be filled with doubt or discouragement. If you don't believe in yourself, it's almost impossible to move toward your goals with the same passion and determination as when you are filled with self-confidence. The importance of self-belief cannot be overstated. It's the spark that ignites every action, every decision, and every step you take toward your dreams. We all experience moments of doubt. We all question our abilities, especially when faced with challenges that seem insurmountable. In these moments, it can be tempting to listen to the voices of others who might say, you can't do this or it's too difficult. But the only voice that matters is the one inside of you, the voice that tells you to keep going, to keep trying, and to keep believing in your potential. That inner voice of self-belief is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up when the going gets tough. Believing in yourself is not about thinking you're perfect or that you'll never fail. It's about trusting that you have the ability to rise above failure, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep going no matter what. It's about knowing that, despite any setbacks or doubts, you are capable of more than you can even imagine right now. Self-belief is a mindset, and like any mindset, it requires practice. Every time you challenge yourself and take steps toward your goals, you build a little more belief in your own abilities. This belief doesn't just come from the successes you achieve, but also from the resilience you show in the face of adversity. Every time you overcome an obstacle, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you're capable. And every time you rise after a fall, you reinforce your own strength and resilience. As you continue to face challenges, you begin to build a history of triumphs that fill you with even more self-belief. There will be times when the world around you doesn't understand your vision, when others may question your choices or tell you that what you're striving for is impossible. In these moments, you must rely on your own belief in yourself to keep pushing forward. The external doubts of others are irrelevant compared to the inner conviction you have in your ability to achieve your goals. When you believe in yourself, you become immune to the voices of negativity, and you find the strength to follow your own path regardless of what anyone else says. True self-belief doesn't mean having all the answers, knowing exactly how things will turn out, or never facing setbacks. It means trusting yourself enough to take action, to keep learning, and to remain determined even when things are uncertain. When you cultivate that belief, you can accomplish anything. It's the foundation on which all success is built, because without it, you'll always hold yourself back from reaching your full potential. So if you're struggling with self-doubt, take a moment to remind yourself of everything you've already overcome. Reflect on the times when you faced challenges and emerged stronger. Know that every step you take, no matter how small, is proof that you are capable. Self-belief isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. And the moment you decide to believe in yourself is the moment you unlock the door to endless possibilities. Failure is often seen as something to be avoided, a sign of weakness or incompetence. But in reality, failure is an essential part of growth and success. Every successful person has failed at something at some point in their journey. The key isn't to avoid failure, but to understand how to respond to it and what we can learn from it. Failure is not the end, it's simply a stepping stone along the path to something greater. When you fail, you're not being defeated, you're learning. The most valuable lessons in life often come from the mistakes we make. Think about the first time you tried something new, whether it was riding a bike, learning to play an instrument, or mastering a skill. Chances are you didn't get it right on the first try, yet you kept going. You fell down, you picked yourself up, and you tried again. Over time, you learned from each mistake, and eventually you succeeded. This is the essence of failure. It's not about being perfect from the start, but about learning, growing, and improving with each attempt. Failure teaches us resilience. It teaches us not to give up when things don't go as planned. Life is filled with setbacks, and if we let every failure stop us, we would never get anywhere. But when we learn to rise after a fall, to keep moving forward even when things seem bleak, we build resilience. Each failure strengthens us, teaching us to be more persistent, more adaptable, and more determined. Over time, failure becomes a powerful tool in our arsenal, helping us refine our strategies and approaches. Moreover, failure challenges our comfort zones. It forces us to confront our fears and insecurities, to question what we thought we knew, and to find new ways to solve problems. It's easy to stay in our comfort zones, but it's only by stepping out of them that we truly grow. When we fail, we are pushed to think differently, to look at a situation from a new angle, and to find solutions we never would have considered otherwise. Failure forces us to innovate and to stretch our limits. Failure also provides clarity. Sometimes we need to fail in order to see what doesn't work so we can find what does. When things go wrong, it gives us an opportunity to reflect and reassess our approach. Perhaps we were too focused on the wrong path, or maybe we missed an important detail. In these moments, failure can act as a compass, guiding us toward a better direction. Rather than seeing failure as a roadblock, we can choose to see it as a necessary part of the process of finding the right path. Ultimately, the most important lesson failure teaches us is that it is not permanent. Just because we fail today doesn't mean we're doomed to fail forever. Success is built on a series of failures, each one providing valuable insights that help us improve. The more we fail, the more we learn. And the more we learn, the closer we get to our goals. Success isn't about never failing, it's about failing forward, learning from our mistakes, and continuing to move toward our dreams. So, embrace failure, learn from it, and let it propel you towards success. The journey is far from over. Every failure is just another step in the process. The impact of your determination stretches far beyond your own life. Every time you choose to persevere, every time you push through when it feels impossible, you are not only shaping your own future, but also inspiring those around you. Whether you realize it or not, your actions have the power to motivate others, to show them that they too can overcome their struggles and rise above their challenges. The ripple effect of your resilience is something that can't always be measured, but it's felt by everyone who witnesses your journey. In life, it's easy to get caught up in our own struggles, thinking that we're the only ones facing hardships. But the truth is, we are all connected by our shared human experience. And when we continue to fight through our difficulties, we unknowingly encourage others to do the same. People may be watching you, not with judgment, but with admiration. They see the strength it takes for you to keep going, and that gives them hope. When you refuse to give up, you set an example of what is possible in the face of adversity, and you show others that perseverance is the key to success, no matter the obstacles. In fact, your persistence may be the very thing that sparks someone else's own determination to continue. You never know when your story, your actions, or your attitude will touch someone else in a way that gives them the courage to keep going. It's a powerful reminder that the strength we show can inspire those who may be struggling silently, unsure of whether they can push through their own challenges. When you stand tall in the face of adversity, you create a pathway for others to follow, one that they might not have been able to see on their own. Furthermore, your perseverance can foster a sense of community. When people see that you are pushing through your own struggles, they often feel more connected to you and to others who are facing their own challenges. Your journey becomes a shared experience that encourages empathy, support, and solidarity. As you continue to fight for your dreams, you invite others to join in that fight, to support one another, and to prove that no one has to face life's hardships alone. In a world that can often feel disconnected, your determination can be a bridge that brings people together. It reminds others that they are not alone in their struggles and that everyone is capable of overcoming hardship with enough perseverance. Your refusal to give up doesn't just change your life, it has the potential to change the lives of everyone you come into contact with. Ultimately, the impact of your persistence goes beyond personal achievement. By staying determined, you create a ripple effect that spreads hope, inspiration, and strength to those who need it most. So, as you continue to face challenges, remember that your journey is not only for you, it's for those who are watching, learning, and drawing strength from your example. Your determination can inspire a wave of resilience that helps others rise above their own struggles.